Do not kick that greasy, dull stone back into the creek. I have watched 3 people do it in a single afternoon on Prairie Creek in Arkansas, flicking away lumps that refuse to sparkle, that sit in wet gravel looking like nothing at all. That oily, matte surface is called adamantine luster, and it is the single most reliable visual signature of a raw, uncut diamond. I am going to show you how to confirm it in under 60 seconds using a $15 diamond selector, 2 thermal conductivity probe, and a $10 Norton India corundum scratch stone, hardness 9 on the Mohs scale. Those 2 tests, plus a $20 Woburn E8 365 nanometer UV light, will separate river trash from a gem worth thousands. In 2020, Kevin Kennard walked onto the Crater of Diamonds field in Arkansas, paid $10 at the gate, and pulled a 9.07 carat white diamond from the surface within hours. No permit, no machinery, no degree. But that is not the record. In 1924, a visitor pulled the Uncle Sam diamond from the same ground, 40.23 carats, the largest diamond ever found by a member of the public in North America, worth over $2 million today. So how are 5 American river systems still producing stones like that, open to anyone with a $10 sieve and a free afternoon? Nobody was paying attention to these riverbeds 100 years ago. The world chased gold, oil, and timber, while diamonds sat in the gravel, ignored because they looked wrong. I trained in the Antwerp Diamond District, where every rough stone is weighed on a milligram balance and judged by a panel that has seen 10,000 stones before breakfast. But out here in the American field, the only judge is the river itself. Diamonds form over 120 miles below the Earth's surface, under pressures and temperatures most people cannot comprehend. They ride to the surface inside explosive volcanic pipes. Lamproie in Arkansas, kimberlite in Colorado, punching through the crust in minutes. Once exposed to weather, the pipe erodes. The diamonds, with a specific gravity of 3.52, settle into gravel like gold. They concentrate in the same traps. Inside bends where current slows. Bedrock crevices. Gravel bars exposed after spring floods. The difference between finding one and walking past it is knowing what that greasy, oily shine means. Arkansas Prairie Creek and the Little Missouri River. This is the only volcanic pipe in North America open to public finders keepers collecting. $10 at the gate. Keep everything you find. Since 1972, over 75,000 diamonds have been pulled from this 37-acre plowed field. The pipe is a lamproite breccia tuff, not a kimberlite. And that distinction matters because lamproite eruptions are rarer and more explosive, carrying diamonds from greater depth. The Uncle Sam diamond, 40.23 carats, came out of this ground in 1924. Shirley Strawn found the 3.03 carat Strawn Wagner diamond in 1990, considered one of the most perfectly formed natural diamonds ever documented. Kevin Kennard's 9.07 carat white stone in 2020 proved this field is still producing world-class rough. Outside the park boundary, Prairie Creek and the Little Missouri cross public right-of-way in places, releasing alluvial stones through natural erosion. But you must check county records before collecting. Private land is private land, and Arkansas trespass law has teeth. Inside the park, you need nothing but your hands and your eyes. Target marble to walnut-sized gravel on exposed bars after rain. The diamonds here are rounded, greasy, and dull. They do not sparkle. That is exactly why most visitors walk past them. But the geology does not stop at the Arkansas border. 20,000 years ago, a mile-thick sheet of ice solved the distribution problem for us. Indiana's Salt Creek and Prairie Creek, running through Morgan and Brown counties inside the Hoosier National Forest. Free entry. Surface collecting permitted for personal use. No permit, no fee, no claim to file. The Laurentide ice sheet scraped across the Canadian Shield, picking up diamond-bearing kimberlite from pipes that have never been commercially mined, and dragged that material south across the Midwest. When the ice melted, it dumped the payload into glacial till and river gravel. In 1876, a 3.04 carat diamond was found near Cottage Grove, the largest on record for Indiana. In 1895, a farmer in Morgan County pulled a 3.14 carat stone from the same glacial deposits. These are not the clear, sparkling gems you see behind glass in Antwerp. They are small, battered, and brown to yellow, worn smooth by their journey under a mile of moving ice. But a thermal conductivity test does not care what a diamond looks like. Touch the probe to the flattest face. If it reads high across 3 surfaces, you have a candidate worth testing further. The specific gravity is still 3.52. The hardness is still 10. The ice changed the appearance, not the physics. If you want exact coordinates, field guides, and the tools I carry into every creek bed, subscribe to the channel now. I publish new location guides every week. Back to the rivers. Wisconsin-Milwaukee River and Rock Elm Creek. The glacial story continues north. Milwaukee County Parkland and the Oak Leaf Trail allow surface collecting with written permission from the park manager, limited to 5 pounds per day. The Colesville and Rock Elm Creek areas are mostly agricultural, so you need written landowner permission. Verbal is not enough in Wisconsin. But the real value here is the indicator minerals. Pyrope garnet, a deep blood red stone, and chrome diopside, a vivid green crystal, travel with diamonds from the same deep earth volcanic source. If you find these in your classifier, stop everything. Slow down. Search every handful of gravel within 10 meters. University of Wisconsin geological surveys confirm these rivers carry the right mineral signature. This is where the story takes a turn nobody expected. In 1876, Clarissa Wood was digging a well near Eagle, Wisconsin, when she hit a fist-sized octahedral crystal with a greasy, oily surface. She sold it to a local jeweler named Samuel Boynton for $1, convinced it was topaz. Boynton had it tested. It was a diamond worth $700, a fortune at the time. Wood sued to recover it. The case went all the way to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. The court ruled for Boynton. He kept the stone. Then he tried to mine the area, even salting the ground with inferior gems to attract investors. The Eagle Diamond was eventually donated to the American Museum of Natural History in New York. In 1964, it was stolen. It has never been recovered. That stone is still missing. The ground gave it up. A human dispute lost it, and a thief made it vanish. The geology does not care about our legal battles. It just keeps eroding, keeps releasing material, keeps depositing heavy minerals into creek bins where anyone with a classifier and a loop can find them. Colorado North Fork of the Cache, La Poudre River, Roosevelt National Forest. The Kelsey Lake Kimberlite Diatreme sits in the State Line Kimberlite District, a cluster of 9 volcanic pipes intruding Proterozoic granite, nearly 390 million years old. Commercial mining ran from 1996 to 1998. A 28.3 carat stone came out of that ground, valued at $1.42 million. A 14.2 carat stone followed, but the mine was keeping a much darker story. In 1996, Union Pacific Railroad sued Redorum Limited, claiming mineral rights to the land despite selling it a century earlier. Mining halted. A settlement came in 1997, but Redorum filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January 2000. Mackenzie Bay acquired the operation. Then a final royalty dispute killed a sale attempt in September 2001. By 2006, the site was fully reclaimed. the only commercial diamond mine in the continental United States, shut down by lawsuits and bankruptcy, not by geology. The kimberlite pipe is still there. Erosion still works. Diamonds still move downstream into Forest Service land that is open to hand collecting, no permit required, up to 25 pounds per day. Work the confluence zones where side streams join the main river. That is where heavy minerals concentrate. Always verify current Roosevelt National Forest maps to distinguish the private mine boundary from public land. The mine is gone. The stones are still moving. Reading the river is the universal technique that connects all 5 locations. Diamonds are dense. Specific gravity, 3.52. They settle exactly like gold. Inside bends where current slows. Bedrock crevices that trap heavy material, and gravel bars exposed after spring runoff are your targets. Focus on the marble to walnut size range, roughly 1 to 3 centimeters. Raw diamonds have that greasy, oily surface, not glass, not sparkle, dull, waxy, and geometrically shaped. Most people walk past them every single day. Now, the field tests. First, thermal conductivity, a generic diamond selector. 2 probe costs $15 to $30. Clean the stone, power on the tester, let it warm up, and touch the probe to the flattest surface. Repeat on 3 different faces. Consistent high readings across all 3 mean you have a serious candidate. Moissanite can also pass this test, so you combine it with others. Second, Mohs hardness. A Norton India aluminum oxide sharpening stone costs $8 to $12. That stone is hardness 9. Drag it across your specimen. If it scratches your specimen, your rock is softer than 9 and is not diamond. If your specimen resists, try scratching the sharpening stone with your rock. If it leaves a mark, you are at hardness 10. Only diamond does that. But this test is destructive. If your stone turns out to be a sapphire or topaz, you just damaged it permanently. Always complete non-destructive tests first. Third, UV fluorescence. Use only a 365 nanometer light. The Woobin E8 or Olight Arc Pro cost $20 to $25. The cheap 395 nanometer purple lights from hardware stores give false results every time. In a dark room, roughly 35% of natural diamonds glow blue-white. Yellow-green suggests synthetic moissanite. Orange-red means garnet. No glow does not rule out diamond. Fourth, classifier screening. Gold fever sieves cost $15 to $20 for a set. Stack them over a bucket, shake your gravel through, and focus on the 10 mesh to 20 mesh fraction. Use a 10 times SE loop, $8 to $12 in the shade. Look for adamantine luster on geometrically shaped crystals. Total kit cost, all 4 tests combined, under $50. That is not a misprint, by the way. Less than the price of a decent restaurant meal. I think about the Eagle diamond sometimes. A woman dug it out of her own well, sold it for $1, lost it in court, and then the world lost it to a thief. The ground does not care about intentions, or lawsuits, or museum security. It gives up its secrets to the people who learn to read it. The Kelsey Lake mine produced million-dollar stones, then drowned in legal paper. The pipe did not stop eroding because a court said so. The river below still carries diamonds today, settling into the same gravel traps, waiting in the same confluence zones. 5 river systems, exposed volcanic pipes and glacial deposits stretching from Arkansas to Colorado. Documented finds from 1876 to 2020. Every one of them open to you right now for the price of a tank of gas and a $50 field kit. Next time you see a greasy, dull stone sitting in wet creek gravel, do not walk past it. Pick it up, run the thermal probe across 3 faces, and find out what the river has been trying to hand you all along.